Welcome to Radio Spark, the voice of Jaipuria.
Hello, this is RJ Manish.
And this is RJ Ayush.
And you are listening to Radio Spark, the voice of Jaipuria. Today, we are going to discuss about the ongoing tensions between Russia and Ukraine, as Russia has already declared war against Ukraine.
And in the second city of Kharkiv, shortly after the Russian President Vladimir Putin
announced the move in an unscheduled TV address. He said
that Russia would bring in troops. He told Ukrainian troops to lay down arms and go home.
Let's look at the story behind it. Russia had deployed troops for over a month near the Ukraine border, with the United States warning of severe consequences if Moscow carried out any military action in Ukraine. Besides, the US, big powers like Germany and France had been trying to cool down the temperature by making efforts to convince the Russian president Vladimir Putin to pull his army back from borders of Ukraine, a former Soviet republic. The story goes back to the end of the Second World War, which resulted in the formation of a bipolar world with two leading blocs, one led by the USA and the other led by the USSR. The bloc led by the US formed Nato, North Atlantic Treaty Organization, a group of 30 countries including the US, UK, France and Germany. As per the principle of collective defense, NATO considers an attack against one or several of its members as an attack against all. A similar pact signed by the USSR-led bloc was known as Warsaw Pact. This rivalry pushed the world into a Cold War which ended in 1991 with the disintegration of the USSR and the emergence of a unipolar world. So Ayush, why did Russia begin a military buildup near Ukraine, and what does it want from the West?
Ukraine wanted to join NATO. The NATO too was open to making Ukraine its member, which had irked Moscow big time. In 1991, the Soviet leaders had been given assurances against NATO's expansion in their region. Russia didn't want NATO to allow Ukraine to become its member, as it would have expanded their grouping's footprints to its border. The other big reason was that a member country of NATO would have been eligible for collective support by all the members in case of any external attack. Russia thought that if Ukraine became a member of NATO, it would have tried to take back Crimea by military actions. Russia therefore had demanded the West to pull out NATO forces out of the Eastern Europe and never expand into Ukraine. Recently, there was a news of Russia's withdrawal of troops from Ukraine, but a full-scale military invasion has been announced and Russia has declared a war against Kyiv. Will this produce a domino effect engulfing the entire world? Let's hope it doesn't.
So that's it for today. We'll see you next time. Till then, keep listening to the Radio Spark, the voice of Jaipuria.
Welcome to Radio Spark, the voice of Jaipuria.